Hi, welcome. I'm at Gila National Forest in far western New Mexico. And once again, I'm going to be guiding us in somewhat short meditation. And I invite you to sit for as long as feels comfortable. If at any point I'm moving things along and you want to stay in the moment, I invite you to pause the video or just skip ahead if anything feels not quite resonant with you, and that's totally fine. Meditation is a practice. It's in most senses of the word, in that there's never any sort of perfected state. There's no right way to do it. There's no wrong way. What's really important is that we just accept and allow ourselves to be the way that we are being. And I know a lot of us, it's very easy to get frustrated when we lose track of what we're supposed to be doing, or our thoughts get away from us. And so it's what we want to try to do is just kind of shed that self-judgment that comes along with what we're programmed to believe as a misstep or a mistake. And just be gentle with ourselves, be kind with ourselves, and it's going to allow us to be aware of our thoughts and our thought processes and the way our minds work. And that's really what we're trying to do, to be aware of the present, be aware of who we are and what we're doing, and to be able to live with intention instead of mindlessness. And that's why we call it mindfulness meditation. So when you're ready, I invite you to find a comfortable position wherever you are, whether you're in a chair or on the floor, whether you're on a cushion or on a bed or on a sofa, whatever feels comfortable, but try to find yourself in a position that is dignified, upright, aligned, your spinal column as vertical as feels comfortable upon itself, your chin maybe tucked a little bit in so that your neck is aligned. Allow your shoulders to fall back towards the ground. And if it feels right for you, I invite you to gently close your eyes. Feel your eyelids resting on your lower eyelids. Notice how heavy our bodies can be. Notice your shoulders. Notice them sinking towards the ground. Release the tension in them. See if you can imagine the magnetism of the ground underneath you, pulling each part of your body closer to it. And at the same time, the ground underneath you, the surface underneath you, whether it's a chair or the floor or the earth, notice how it supports you while also drawing you closer. And just notice the sensation of being held, cradled by the ground. Notice the points of contact that your legs are making with the ground. If your hands are touching it, notice that sensation. See if you can notice your spine connecting directly down into the ground from the base of your skull. The direct as we have our spines planted, connected into the earth, I invite you to imagine roots springing from your tailbone. Gently, curiously, roots moving their way down through the floor, if you're on a floor, descending down until they reach the soil, the dirt. Imagine them descending further, searching for water, for bedrock, really just establishing themselves firmly connected with the earth. And we can imagine ourselves as living creatures, or plants, or trees, connected firmly to the earth. And I invite you to take some breaths, gentle breaths. Feel the sensation of your lungs expanding around that solid connection to the ground. Notice how our spines, connected to the earth, remain pliable, flexible, adaptable to movements within our bodies. Just notice what that feels like as we breathe, connected directly to the earth. Remaining aware of our breathing, I invite you to try gently, imperceptibly, allowing your body, your torso, to move ever so slightly. As if from the wind. small adjustments of the skin, the muscles, as you move ever so slightly. Perhaps you can even feel subtle changes in your innards as you move slightly. Perhaps you can notice changes in your inner ear, slight perceptions of changes in balance. And just notice that sensation without judgment, without any thought processes. Notice what that feels like. If you find yourself uncomfortable, feel free to adjust as needed, but if you do, just notice the supportiveness of your spine and of that deep-rooted connection into the earth around which we move and adjust. I invite you to continue noticing the sensation of breathing and grounded, rooted by that feeling of connection to the earth. If you notice yourself thinking, you can just gently redirect yourself to your breath. taking with them that sense of connection, of rootedness in the earth. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Perhaps sway your body, noticing the suppleness of your spine. Perhaps feeling the continued feeling of groundedness in the earth. And I hope you can take that along with your day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what I'm doing, or if you're curious how I got to where I am right now, you can check out my website, which is a blog right now, wanderingmystic.net, or you can find me on Instagram at awanderingmystic. Thank you so much.